Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sharon. I am a Nigerian YouTuber based in South Africa, and South Africa is a country that offers so many diverse experiences with very world-renowned attraction sites. Little wonder it is one of the best destination countries for tourists to visit in the world. Are you planning to come to South Africa as a tourist or as a visitor for the first time? In this video, I'll be sharing 7 things you need to know before making the trip to South Africa so you can make the most of your time when you get to the country. The first thing you need to do before coming to South Africa is to double check your hotel reservation, especially if you're coming with a tourist visa. The immigration can be very strict and they will most likely call your hotel to confirm your reservation. And if in any case the hotel didn't capture your booking, things might really get bad and you might even risk getting deported. So to avoid all this trouble, be sure to call, check and double check your hotel reservation before jumping on the flight. The second thing is the language. South Africa has 11 official languages, but you can use English to navigate through the city without any problem. However, you have to be always a step ahead by learning some of the common lingos in the country. South Africa is a country with very unique lingos that are different from the rest of the world. In this country, traffic lights are called the robots, the shuttle minibuses are called the taxis, and the bus park stations are called the ranks. So these words are used differently here from their literal meaning. So brush up and get acquainted to some of these common lingos so you don't get confused when you're out in the city. The third point is transportation. For transportation within the city, using an Uber or Bolt app is highly recommended for tourists or visitors. There are also local meter cab that you can use and also cars for rent. Navigating the city using the public shuttle buses called the taxis come with a lot of stress and issues. It is mostly used by people who know their way around the city, so it's not recommended for tourists or visitors. However, if you're on a tight budget or you don't have any other option but to use the taxis, then by all means please avoid sitting on the front row, because in some cities like Johannesburg, sitting on the front row automatically turns you to the conductor who receives and collects money from other passengers. And trust me, this is not what you want to be in a city that you're not familiar with. Number 4, don't forget to tip. If you're coming from a country without a tipping culture, this might come as a culture shock to you. But South Africa has a tipping culture and you must tip your waiter in the restaurant sometimes even without having to be asked. Although there are some exceptions in some self-serving restaurants like KFC and McDonald's, but for most restaurants, you must tip 10% of your entire purchase to your waiter. In South Africa, tipping is not just a form of courtesy, but also an obligation, so you need to have that in mind. Number 5, always be aware of your environment, be security conscious and keep safe. Also, be very time conscious when you're out in the city. Don't carry around gadgets or wear jewelry that will make you stand out when you are out in the city. But don't be scared. Personally, I think the crime rate in the country isn't as crazy as they make it out to be. Most places are relatively safe in South Africa, but there are some places that are very unsafe and no-go area, especially for tourists and visitors. So always make sure to make your inquiries from your hotel, from your travel guide, or from a trusted local South African to know the places to avoid when you're out in the city. Number 6, always check for the current weather of the country before coming so you'll be adequately prepared. A lot of people make the mistake of thinking that South Africa is warm all year round, just like the rest of Africa, but that is not so. When you're coming around June to August, you have to prepare by packing a lot of warm clothes because it can get really cold in some cities like Cape Town and Johannesburg, and also it can get really warm and sunny in some places like Durban during the summertime. So be sure to check the current weather of the country and also your location as well before packing your bag for that trip. Number 7, know the best time to make the trip. Although South Africa can be visited all year round, they are always the best peak period to visit the country. As a country with a laid-back culture, you don't expect to see people everywhere at every time. Life in the country is slow-paced and sometimes can get really boring in the city, especially in some periods like the Christmas period where most places are locked up. So always make sure to inquire from your travel guide to know the right time to visit the country so you can make the most out of it. So yes, that is it from me. These are the 7 things that you really need to know before coming to South Africa. And I really wish you a very nice time when you do make the choice to come. Thank you guys for watching, and if you find value in this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more content. Thank you, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye bye.